Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, January the 5th, 2018, and today in our Tech News Update, Amazon Web Services customers are saying that there's a slowdown. The company has rolled out and applied a patch for its servers, of course, because of the Meltdown and Spectre security problems. It applied it in mid-December, and since then, a lot of customers have been saying, well, things are a little sluggish. Amazon's response is, well, why not move on to our more advanced servers, which also probably means pay a little more, as they are probably not affected by that speed problem. Well, Apple says it had a record-breaking holiday season in the App Store. From Christmas to New Year, people spent $890 million in the App Store, which is just incredible when you think about it. Just on New Year's Day alone, $300 million was spent in the App Store. Pretty amazing. Google and, of course, a lot of other browser vendors are saying that they are having an update coming for the Spectre and Meltdown problem. Because you got to understand that there are some issues where there's really difficult fixes in here. Even though, for example, on Windows 10 there was a fix applied, it still doesn't fix the Spectre, which is much more a fix at the firmware or BIOS level. So basically, Google and other browser vendors are saying, we'll update the browser to try to prevent attacks on the flaws or the security holes, and we'll talk more about that in a video today. I think it's worth it to have an update. Xbox Live, if you've been having connectivity problems with the Xbox Live, it's a known problem. Microsoft does confirm that since yesterday there's been on and off problems with the connectivity within its servers of Xbox Live, and that they are working to gradually fix the problem, and that at the end of the day today, things should be back to normal. Got an HP notebook that you bought in the last 2 years? Well, some models are being recalled due to overheating of batteries, and a lot of people apparently have been reporting that it either smells burned or it charred the laptop, or all sorts of weird problems. So maybe it's time to check if you're affected by this issue. And it's like the third or fourth time that this happens to HP laptops in the past 4 or 5 years. Well, we learn now that the reason why Ajit Pai from the FCC is not going to Consumer Electronics Show is that apparently he had some death threats, and that basically that just meant better not be there. And kind of shows all the tension behind the FCC's decision to abandon net neutrality. Mark Zuckerberg says that he will make a personal challenge to fix Facebook in 2018 to make sure that nothing on the social media site actually will change democracy, and of course will be working hard to remove hate speech, fake news, and political ads of all sorts. And apparently it's his personal challenge. Oh well, we don't all have the same personal challenges. Well, the world is really being battered by the Meltdown and Spectre security flaws that is plaguing pretty much every device that exists. And it's very complex issue. There's one fix coming up to all sorts of devices that will kind of fix it partially, but there's still something that's going to be lurking around, and there are things that might never be fixed. And we'll have another video, an update video on the situation today. So if you want to learn a little more about what's happening with all of that, and if you should be scared or not about what's happening in the security field. And talking about that, Intel CEO actually sold all the stock that he could pretty much at the same moment he learned that there was a processor security bug. And that once again shows how some CEOs are kind of really not necessarily good guys. Now, of course, Intel says, no, this was already, decided before. We already knew that we were going to do that. But it's kind of weird that it happens at the same time. Of course, OLED displays are becoming the norm a lot in the smartphone and slowly coming to be the norm in the TVs. But the thing is, OLED displays have one major issue, is that if you display the same image for too long, you can actually burn in the screen. So, of course, some tests have been done, and it's interesting because it reveals that the latest iPhones take 17 hours to burn in. So you got to display a picture of relative brightness for at least 17 hours so that it burns in. Samsung phones about 15 hours, but it's still respectable. And they say that for most part it will never happen for most people, but that it is a problem that could technically happen. Well, another case of Google Play Store problems after it was found that 36 apps that all claim to be a security app of some sort harvested personal information and tracked your every moves in the Google Play Store. Of course, these apps have been taken down, but still, I think it shows that there really is some need for better action and better security in the Google Play Store. So this was the Tech News Update for Friday, January the 5th, 2018. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching our videos.